to start of what yoga asanas really are?
That sounds amazing, Pooja. So I'm going to teach you something which is great for your posture.
Okay, yeah.
And since most of us sit for very long nowadays, so this pose is very easy. Everybody can do it, and it's a very beginner pose.
Okay, lovely.
So this is called Marjari Asana, which is a cat and a cow pose.
Okay.
So for this, you'll have to come on all fours. So your hands right under your armpits, your knees right under the hips, about shoulder width apart. Relax your feet. And as I said, this is for posture correction. So we're trying to elongate the spine, release tension in the lower back, and also your neck and shoulders. So all you have to do is inhale, push your tailbone up, look up.
And we look up when we...
So you look up when you inhale, and you look towards the ceiling. So push your belly down like somebody is pushing your belly button down towards the floor. Exhale, pull your tailbone in like a cat.
Yeah.
And pull the tummy in and chin to your throat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down.
And how many times should an asana be repeated? Usually many would think I can keep doing this for an hour and maybe my posture will become great right away.
No, you always do. You start with 30 seconds is what I would suggest.
Okay.
Listen to your body, but also start with 30 seconds and slowly build it to up to 1 minute to 2 minutes. So you can do this multiple times. This asana is amazing because it actually helps release a lot of tension in your body and mind.
Really, you show me what a straight back can be. Now, someone who's sitting in office, for example, cannot do this pose. Any pose or any asana that you can tell us that an office goer, perhaps with a few minutes of a break, can possibly indulge in?
So what's very interesting about yoga is that you're supposed to be able to do it everywhere. So you're sitting on the chair and now what happens when you're sitting on a chair and working on a computer is we sit like this.
Correct.
Right? So your shoulders are slumped, your chest is down, so your breath work is also very, very constricted. So you're not breathing from your belly as you're supposed to.
True.
So for this, all you can do is take a break. You can sit down on your chair and just open up your shoulders. So just open the shoulders and push them as back as possible. So
As back?
Yeah, so it's like scapula coming together. So that little two wings at the back, you try to push them together. So you're opening and expanding your chest, opening up your breathing capacity, and then slowly collapse it up. So when you collapse it, it also opens up your upper back, and it helps you release tension in your shoulders.
So I can be sitting on my chair in the office on my desk and I can just do it.
this for, like, let's say 12 times.
12 times?
Every 1 hour.
And if anyone asks, what are you up to? And I can just say, I'm doing a yoga asana.
Exactly. You're just releasing the tension, and maybe you will start a reaction in your office and everybody will start following you.
And how much of breathing is a part of yoga? How important is it?
Yoga and breath work is very, very closely related. So every time you do any asana, you have to be very conscious about your breath work. So breathing is, each asana is inward breath and outward breath. So your inward breath is getting more and more oxygen, and as you breathe out, you release toxins. And breath work is important as a big part of yoga, so we call it pranayam.
Pranayam.
Yeah, so pranayam is, people think pranayam is just you sitting and very inactive, but it actually can give you abs. It can also increase your lung capacity. It can help you with immunity, with your metabolic rate. It can also help build better pH levels. So pranayam is a huge part.
And all of this is just by breathing, you're saying. We can make all of this difference in our life if you breathe properly. In our stressful life, and definitely in the kind of work that we do, which is news, there's always something breaking. There are a lot of things that happen, but we have to ensure that our breathing is on purpose. And what we are doing today, we're just the two of us, but the country joins in and is participating. And as you can see on your screens, this is from different cities that we are getting these visuals. The highlight will be Prime Minister Modi leading the event in the United States of America. But as you can see, there are different asanas that people across the country are doing. Ministers, leaders are part of it. Schools, people who before heading to their offices are also a part of these mega celebrations that now have become, of course, an annual affair. These are different locations that we are bringing to you from across the country as we continue to track the latest, as our ministers also are doing it. But do you agree that worldwide, what was such an Indian practice has become like a global phenomena?
I know, it has been amazing to see how it has spread all over the world. So even like the smallest countries that we not even heard of earlier are participating in yoga.
Wow.
So I go to Estonia, which is a small little place like a lot of people haven't been to yet, but they all do yoga there and they are participating in International Yoga Day. So it's amazing to see everybody come together. And as the theme is right now, it's all about everybody being one.
One family.
Exactly. And yoga does make you one with yourself, and that's when you can become one with others.
So that's Minister Smriti Irani also indulging in a yoga practice, yoga asana, some exercise. And this, remember, is important. It's setting an example. It is, of course, as it looks today, that could the ministers or leaders be doing it just for this day. But it should become a practice. It is something that must be sent out as a message, even by our political leaders. So let's do another asana as well. Manisha, you know, I recently became a mother, but my tummy is refusing to go in. So what is it that I can do, and someone who has a tummy? Is it bloating? Is it any other issue? How can this tummy flatten up?
Firstly, congratulations on the baby. But I know, so tummy and weight management has been a biggest concern for a lot of people. So we will do 3 asanas, and I want to again put them as beginner asana because everybody who's watching can follow these. So if you will follow me, sit down, we'll do something called forward fold.
Forward fold.
Right, so this is Paschimottanasana. So you're sitting down, and all these poses basically put pressure on your digestive system. Yoga is not just about getting into a form, it's also about engaging your insides. So your organs get inside, your breath work will help to activate your immunity, will also activate your endocrine system. So this is the first one that we'll do. You'll sit down straight, reach out as much as you can. So if you can reach here, that's okay. Our idea is to keep the back straight and really fold as much as possible. So first you'll breathe in and exhale and go down. You will feel a little bit of pressure on your tummy over here. And as you pull down and become conscious of that area of your body, you will feel more and more pressure.
Wow, incredible. You can do it. I can only look at it in awe, but I can try. I'm going to try, and I'm going to ensure that it looks, at least it looks good.
It is looking amazing. And also just remember that it's not about touching your head down. It's also about touching your chest down. So try and go down as low as you can, but keep your back straight. Also make sure that you're breathing, because not many poses want you to hold your breath. So stay here for a couple of seconds. As I said, about 30 seconds is ideal, but you build up as much as your body lets you. And when you're ready, slowly come back up. The second one that we're going to do is the bow pose. So that we do on our tummies.
On our tummies,
So you lie down flat on your mat. You bend your knees. Now again, if you can't, grab hold of your ankle, which is okay because a lot of people are not flexible and not there yet. So you can just keep your hands back. But if you can grab your ankles, please grab your ankles. Head down first, and as you inhale, lift your chest and your knees off the ground. Hold for a few seconds. Exhale and come back. So we'll do this about 3 times. Inhale up. So as you'll notice, every time I say inhale, your chest opens. That's when you want more and more oxygen to come in. Exhale, go down. Last one, inhale up. So the idea here is to get the knees up higher than the chest. So the chest can remain low, but the knees and thighs go up. And exhale. And let's come back. I said 3 asanas.
Are we supposed to eat something before we do the yoga or after? How does that work?
Yoga is usually done empty stomach. Because as I said, this is more about engaging of the organs. So you want your body to be fully empty. So you can have water, but no food. And that also means no chai. Chai is food.
And we are used to having the first cup of tea every morning, but that's a good tip.